Good morning everybody, this is Siva Krishna working at Nyros technology. I would like to introduce the new topic called Global Information Technique Tracking. Say one of the software for managing the source code under client systems. In this mainly topics are introduction. I am going to explain advantages and steps to install the software to get a product of repository and creating a repository under the GitHub and exporting and importing our projects to the server and remaining commands and why Git and why not SVN. The main topics I would like to explain to you. Okay. First of all, introduction. Coming to Git, Git is one of the open source distributed version control system. It's a tool of software technologies. It's a software configuration management for managing the source code from the GitHub. It's mainly used to controlling the versions of different commits from the different users from our workplace. Before going to learn about Git, we have to know about version control system and what does it do. Version control system, the name itself known as controlling the system with different versions, means managing the source code, entire source code of the GitHub to the every programmer. It allows the programmers to commit new advantages, new programming techniques, and every user can manipulate his own techniques and commit to the server. After that, all the programmers are committed to the server, they will be merged and orally check the code from the GitHub. By this, every programmer can develop different features on the same code by keeping track of the old versions. He is nothing but it is mainly version control system. Because of old versions can also check the difference between the previous version code and the present version code. If is there any changes, we can roll back the command back. Version control system is one of the repository. It is, we can say, like a database. Within the database, we can manage every sessions like a record. So, maintaining of each and every record, programmers of repository users can check out the code and changes made to some code, and after that they will commit it to the repository with a comment messages. By this comment messages, Git is externally store the key information from the user to identify them, which user going to commit the code into the GitHub. So, by this approach, Git is also one of the distributed version control system. That's why Git is more popular nowadays compared to SVN. And one of the main thing is Git does not use centralized server. Because of centralized server, some changes made to the any occurrence of risk, it will attack to the overall system, and there is no backups to the each user. So, by this drawback, SVN is downloaded. So, Git is providing a decentralized server. It is very useful to every user, because of when we take get a copy from the repository, it's mainly it will provide full-fledged version of the local copy without affecting to the server product. And Git runs like operating systems like Linux, Solaris, Windows, and other operating systems. Okay, coming to advantages, I already said it is an open source distributed version control designing for handling every large and small projects and speed and accuracy. Because of Git is providing a local copy to the each and every user. So, by this feature, users can commit Git and difference. Everything will be done at local side. So, it is the main thing to see that Git is provide a speed access, because of everything is local until the product will be exported to the remote system. Next, every Git clone is a full-fledged repository with a complete history and full revision tracking capability. Means everything, means we are getting the clone from the repository, it will give entire product, means master product will be given to the end user. we can change the code as much as we required, and we can commit with a key. Means every GIT user have to register one SSH key in our systems because of to identify ourselves to the GIT repository. Next, branching and merging are fast and easy to do. Branching means GIT will provide different branches to the different users to provide their content. So with different batches, they are already committed to the GitHub. Total code will be merged at the final stage. It is easy after the completion of means like in coming to the testing process, we are done at the integration process. Integration testing is done at final stages after completion of all tests. Like this, branching will completed, all the branches will be merged at the last final stage. So coming to next point, content tracking rather than file tracking. Nowadays all are using RDBMS because of it is content tracking database. It is a fast accessing. Earlier days we are using file tracking is a very slow process, and there is so many drawbacks. So it is mainly provide content tracking rather than file tracking. Next, smaller space requirement. Compared to SVN, it will store the repository in MBs. MBs lo store chestundi idi. So compared to SVN, it will in SVN there is two folders. One is final product, entire product, and another one it will store .svn folder. It is also entire application will be stored. So we are storing two applications within one folder. It is wastage of memory. Next, after that coming to installation of the software to get a GitHub repository. To export our projects to the GitHub, we have to install one software because GIT is a software tool. So we will download it from the specified URL and run the GitHub's base program. It will give a command prompt to you. By this command prompt, we can export our project to the repository. By simple command git help, it will give different commands. What are the commonly commands are used to GitHub to export our product. We have to export our product to the GitHub. Every user must have one SSH key and public key. So to identify ourselves to the GitHub. So to create SSH key, we have to do like this: SSH keygen -c username @domain.com -trsa. It is the command to create a keygen. It will give one hint to you in which directory you have to save the SSH key. It will give documents and settings, and it will create a predefined .ssh folder to store the SSH key. So simply leave it. It will save the SSH key to the default path .ssh under your user systems.